Hello dear learners, I welcome you all to the today's video lecture on types of leprosy. Now this topic is also a part of anti-leprotic drugs, but as such question is not asked in the exam on the types of leprosy. But in our earlier video we have covered one anti-leprotic drug which is really very important from exam point of view, that is dapsone. In that we have seen the uses of dapsone, right? So the uses of dapsone were including the forms of leprosy. So dapsone was useful in the treatment of tuberculoid leprosy as well as lepromatous leprosy. So what is this tuberculoid leprosy and what is this lepromatous leprosy, we will see in today's video lecture, that is types of leprosy. So coming towards the main types of leprosy, there are two major types of leprosy as you can see in this. First is lepromatous leprosy. It is also known as multibacillary or low resistance, or it can be denoted by LL, that is L stands for lepromatous and this L stands for leprosy. So lepromatous leprosy. So lepromatous leprosy is basically a milder, this lepromatous leprosy is basically not a milder form, it is a severe form of leprosy. Whereas tuberculoid form of leprosy, which is also known as paucibacillary or high resistance, or it can be denoted with TL, that is tuberculoid leprosy. T stands for tuberculoid and L stands for leprosy. So this is the milder form. Since it is tuberculoid form, it is milder form. Since it is lepromatous leprosy, so it is severe form. So what are the symptoms of lepromatous leprosy? Generally lepromatous leprosy is very severe. Whatever the characteristic symptoms of leprosy are there, they all can be seen or can be felt by the patient. Matlab, can be what you can say, can be experienced by the patient. So this is first is like face or body पे small blisters जैसे swelling आएगा, spongy swellings are there. Then it can be there on the internal organs as well. Some deformities, especially loss of appendages, and various infections can occur. Loss of feeling, that is loss of sensation, can also occur in this form of leprosy. Whereas tuberculoid leprosy, there is only a bit change in color which can be observed, physical change in color, or specifically on the face or skin, and it lasts for years, but it is not fatal. So this case, which case out of these two, if any some other case is observed which is not falling in these two forms, so that is considered as the borderline leprosy. So for borderline leprosy we have these forms as you can see in this. These are the forms. So leprosy, it is tuberculoid leprosy. Tuberculoid, when it comes to an end, it is borderline tuberculoid leprosy. Borderline tuberculoid leprosy is the end point of tuberculoid leprosy. Then from borderline tuberculoid it goes to borderline lepromatous. That means lepromatous form, severe form is now starting. So borderline lepromatous and then lepromatous. So whatever symptoms which do not fall under lepromatous or tuberculoid, they fall under borderline leprosy. Either borderline tuberculoid leprosy or borderline lepromatous leprosy. So these are the forms. So this tuberculoid leprosy and lepromatous leprosy, we will see the images. So since tuberculoid leprosy is the milder form of leprosy, these are the images. See, on the face of this boy, there is a bit change in skin color as you can observe compared to the other complete face color. This patch is something which is looking different than complete face color. So this is the patch which is change in color. And then In lepromatous leprosy, as you can see, this is the severe most form of the leprosy. These are the type of blisters or the growths, swellings. So this is a very bit severe form of leprosy. These kind of symptoms can be seen in lepromatous leprosy, as well as some deformities or some what you can say feeling will get lost, means loss of sensation can occur. So what is the difference between these then? So we will see the difference now. As you all know, basic difference what we have observed till now in the video, that tuberculoid leprosy is the milder form of leprosy and lepromatous leprosy is the soft form. Matlab, it is not that too much extent it has developed, it is a milder form of leprosy. So first point, if you will see tuberculoid leprosy, it is having a restricted pathogenic growth, and lepromatous leprosy is extensively spreading all over the body. That means bacteria can be at any point of the body, any location, whereas tuberculoid has a restricted pathogenic growth. That means if on hands or on skin or face, then it will have that particular restricted area for that bacteria or that pathogen, whereas lepromatous leprosy can spread all over the body. Secondly, it is having a relatively high cell mediated immunity, whereas in lepromatous it is poor cell mediated immunity. Then it is lepromatous is most severe stage, whereas tuberculoid is less severe case. Then it does not involve a higher amount of bacterial load, whereas this involves relatively higher bacterial load. Lepromatous, since it is severe form, it involves higher bacterial load. Then these are the forms which we have already discussed earlier. This is tuberculoid, which is milder form. When it comes to an end, it is borderline tuberculoid. Borderline tuberculoid slowly approaches to borderline lepromatous, and borderline lepromatous then finally turns into lepromatous leprosy. So with this we finish with the types of leprosy or forms of leprosy, you can call it as. So these are not important from the exam point of view, but to cover the uses of dapsone, we have covered these types of leprosy. Then this is the combination therapy point. So what is the reason behind having a combination therapy for the treatment of leprosy? So the basic reason why WHO recommends multi-drug therapy in the treatment of leprosy is first, which is well known by you people, that is the development of resistance. Since use of only one drug, since the treatment goes on for longer time, that will develop the resistance. Say for dapsone, if you are using a single drug, then minimum 2 years time span is there for the treatment of leprosy. In that time span, it's a huge time span. So slowly and eventually dapsone will develop a resistance. And second reason is to decrease the duration of action. That means along with sorting out the problem of resistance, again it will decrease the duration of treatment. That means a quick recovery can be possible. So this is basically the reason behind the combination therapy. And as well as the rapid destruction of these bacteria, Mycobacterium leprae, is also unadvisable, because breakdown products whatever are there of these microorganisms are really very toxic and may cause a intensive tissue reaction, because of which rapid destruction is not advisable. So these are some of the reasons behind combination therapy. With this we finish with the types of leprosy or forms of leprosy, a small discussion. Thank you.